Staggering story of Lime Grove next, where they revoice the old footage, you know.
Fill 10 minutes?
Yes, well, I better not try redubbing me, that's all I can say. What about you, Derek? What do you think? Derek?
Staggering stories, permission to broadcast.
Hey,
I've been waiting
piece
for
of
this.
paper, thank you.
I've no idea what this is, actually.
Give it to me. If in doubt, stump it, that's what I say. There you go. Bit of paper for you there, Neville.
Thank you.
Hello, I'll put it through the letterbox. I don't know why.
'Twas on the good ship Venus. Oh. And now, a very important program. The staggering story of Lime Grove.
In 5, loves. Good luck, studio. 4, 3, 2, 1. Cue the sound, cue the dubbing, cue the revoicing, cue everything. Cue, cue, cue.
Hello, I'd like to welcome you to the staggering story of Lime Grove. Me and my lime tree, this one here, will be telling you how television began. As you can see, nowadays it's all very professional.
Hurry up with that bleeding bush, would you, Derek? I've been waiting here for days. Robin Hood will be here any moment. Come on.
Oh, shut up, you moaning git.
What are you putting those antlers up there for? This is the 9 o'clock news.
Oh, sorry, it was a 9 o'clock moose. Sorry.
You should see, Reg.
I put it on the shelf. I'll drink it later.
It all started a long time ago when television was born into the safe hands of Dr. Arnold McFadden.
All right, let's stitch the patient up. 77 quid for a colour licence. That'll do.
Oh, look, she's walking already. Oh, no.
The BBC apologises to viewers for the lack of pictures on their televisions, but we couldn't work out how to do that bit.
Its eyes open. So, the boffin's set to work.
Well, I think it's about time we got some pictures organised, really.
I think it's an excellent idea, Desmond, particularly as we're called BBC Television.
Yes, absolutely. Well, I've invented this thing called a camera, right? It's like a box spring, and you load it up and you stuff things inside, and it goes round, and you bash it with a hammer, and it takes pictures.
Hey, watch this, chaps. When I twiddle this knob, it makes all the lenses go round.
Hey, steady on, Derek. You could put somebody's eye out.
Sorry.
We've got to connect one of these cables to every TV in the country.
One down, 59 million to go.
Right, steady. This is a new wheeze. It's called a aerial, and it receives a signal, and on a good day, you can ride 10 pair of Y-fronts simultaneously.
Well, that's the transmitter sorted out. Now, let's have a look at the laundry list. 3 pairs of boxer shorts, a brassiere.
Hello, Maureen.
Hello, Vernon. Your pants are drying on the aerial.
Oh, you are an angel. Do sit down. Now, what brings you here?
Well, I think we ought to make some programs.
Really?
Now the transmitter's working.
Well, that's a very interesting idea, but as it's come from a woman, I'm going to claim all the credit. Now, let's think what sort of programs.
Oh, no way. We're not going to get a sauna and a jacuzzi in here.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Puffer. Everything all right?
We've got a bit of a problem here.
Sadam, if you'll find somewhere to park my car.
You son of a coward, I spit in your eye.
Thank you.
Well, the thing is, you should be able to park along here and drive it through the ladies' toilet there.
Fine. Well, let's get down to business. What programs are we making?
Well, over here...
Your underpants, sir?
We're filming our epic drama, The Battle of Okinawa. This is the Pacific Basin here.
Now, let me explain what's happening, everyone. You are the Japanese soldiers here defending Okinawa
Over there.
Island. Yes, and we're about to push for space, so if you could just wait here for a moment defending, I'll do the next bit, which is that the Americans are in their aircraft carriers 100 miles offshore. Now, their planes are coming in, represented by my underpants, and they're going dugga, 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 loads and loads of flak, and the bullets are flying, which basically means you lot get annihilated, I'm afraid.
Regret failure of Okinawa Spectacular due to studio destruction on first take.
Well, that was a bit of a poor show. What do you suggest we do next?
Why don't we do some broadcasts from outside?
That's another idea I could take the credit for. I'll get on to it. Hello, is that outside broadcasts, please?
Yes, but I'm inside at the moment. What? Oh, yeah, Doreen. I mean, I've just thought of that. Well, if you're going to take that tone, shut off. Oh, it's you again. Yeah, well, of course you got programme ideas. She's writing them on the wall now. What, you want something spectacular and lavish to start BBC with? Well, hang on a moment. What we got that's spectacular and lavish, Doreen?
The Wonderful World of Water.
That doesn't seem very wonderful to me. I mean, we've filmed it everywhere we can. The cameraman's nearly put his eye out twiddling those lenses around, and it still comes out as...
Well, it's all very worrying, actually, because, I mean, this is supposed to be spearheading the BBC's opening season, etc., and this water's just, well, it's boring to find a point in it, really. I don't know what we'll do.
Yes, and I've run out of ideas I can take the credit for, so sorry, we're
I
nearly
think-
really got...
Well, I think perhaps the water in itself isn't a good idea, but if you took your togs off, Desmond, and sort of jumped underneath, perhaps we could film you from under there and see what happens.
You silly...
Come on, Desmond, the cameras are rolling.
I think I've had too much lunch.
Oh, good grief. Well, if you could do that, you can get back inside.
What?
Meanwhile, elsewhere, BBC programme makers were devising new ways of making exciting television.
OK, we've got this rig so that when I press a button, he falls over.
Yeah, it wasn't bad, you know, but it weren't very spectacular, was it? I mean, what... Shoot a sprinter. That's a good idea.
Hello, outside broadcast. You do what? No, we don't do programmes anymore. No, we've turned ourselves into a bistro. Yes, Ken's Tuck In. We'll book you in for lunch if you like. On the menu we've got Ken's Tuck In fried chicken. You'll love that. We've got cheese on toast.
No, cheese on toast is
Oh,
off.
no, I'm afraid the special's off. The cheese on toast's off. We're having...
Rack of lamb instead,
Rack of lamb instead, darling. Darling, lack of lamb. Thank you. Well, they'll be over about 2-ish. Mildred, yeah, we got some people coming over for food.
Ken's
so,
Tuck In?
you know, you won't get over
You shot an
early.
athlete,
They're having the
tripped a
usual,
skater,
give them some
and
toast,
shot
give
10
them
hours of
some,
underwater film and still
pudding
think you
and
can
cheese
make a
biscuits.
programme out of it.
Well,
You're mad. Doreen was right. After weeks of trying to cobble together hours of useless film, the Lime Grove editors had to admit defeat.
Oh, this is a pig's ear.
So do some of the Ken's Tuck In.
It's just not working, is it? What's this here?
It's a memo from the Director General. He's taking charge of the whole opening night personally on his own.
Well, better tell them, I suppose.
Get on to Lime Grove and take that fag out of your mouth.
Oh, right.
Outside broadcast, send up some stir-fry. It's going to be a long night. Memo to the Director General. Very pleased with my suggestion of you starring in the opening night extravaganza. I take full credit. But regarding your appearance, we suggest, Maureen?
Lose some weight, fatty. The Director General soon took Maureen's advice.
Well, of course, with the advent of television, as Marshal McLuhan will one day no doubt say, the medium is the message.
Of course, there's going to be another marketplace, buying and selling programs, a kind of brick lane of ideas, basically. No, don't do that. I'm very sensitive. I'm a VIP. I'm a Director General of the BBC. Oh, no, said it. Yep, I've
It'd be
said
a
it.
lot easier if he took this mohair jumper off.
Yeah.
They are slimming him down, but you know, he's not losing weight fast enough. I mean, we've got to move things on here. Move things on.
Yeah.
Move things on.
Move things on. You should look like that. That's the kind of person we want. There's only one man can do it. Arnold.
McFadden,
yeah.
yes.
He's expensive.
McFadden can do the job.
But we can bribe him with sexual favors, I think.
No.
Back in the studio, there was a hushed air of expectation.
You be the Fokker Wolf, OK? Here we go, Tony! Take that, you...
Right, now let me give you a wee tip, Nursey. Never creosote a fence before an operation. How's pre-op going? Managed to get rid of all the bum fluff?
Yes, Dr. McFadden. You can see your reflection in his cheeks. Look. Oh, saucy.
Here we are. Thanks, Mother. Bye. This is it, Maureen, the big one. The day my ideas go into practice.
The final preparations were made.
All right, we don't know what the DG is going to be looking like. He is going to be standing there. I suggest you don't get too close.
Right, yep.
Splendid, right. What's the matter with you?
Well, you always talk to him. You never talk to me about anything.
I do. I just did.
And you look Director General. Don't applaud, just throw money. What a fantastic nose. Oh, Crevens.
Twiddle the wobbly thing, can you, Derek? Twiddle, please. Mix.
Let him in through the front door, would you? What? The Director General's on his way. He's wearing what?
Okay, studio. Ready for one of the most important programs in the history of broadcasting. Q vision, Q sound. If this doesn't work, we're dead meat. Mix. Q hanky man, Q thumbsy man. Here he comes now, studio. My God, he looks incredible.
Mighty maze of mystic magic rays is all
Checking closer. Camera 2. The voice is too low. Can you help me? Sound? Can you help me? Can you? Sound, are you deaf? Pump in the estrogen. More. That's fantastic.
He's absolutely
Oh,
fantastic,
it's marvelous.
isn't he?
I could almost fancy him myself.
So could I.
Right, don't go too close. The stubble's not very convincing. Is that a bogey or a hair up the nose? 3 stone in 3 days. A marvellous loss. Now we're coming for the climax now. On your toes, everyone. And sound, give me more. Excellent curtain.
Well, that's a wrap, studio, and because such a milestone in television history would be impossible to follow, Lime Grove Studios will now close down. Thank you. Mine's a pint, Edmundo.
Yeah, push off. Go on, clear the studio. I've got to get this place cleared up. Mind this microphone. You're never going to get the camera through those doors.
Oh, put the brakes on. Oh, I'm not pushing this thing
Oh,
anymore.
for goodness sake, you'll never get it through that gap.
I pushed it all the way from the Quatermass set. It's gone now.
Right, that's it. I'm going to go over here and have a turn. I'm going to have a funny turn.
Hey, where?
Whoops, there I go.
So, what you talking about? I can't see nothing.
See you in the pub.
Stuck with her then.
Night.
This is the BBC television service. And now another marvellous effort from the clock department leads us into one of the most popular programs of the 1970s. As they used to say, let's go nationwide.
Nationwide, absolutely brilliant. Honest to goodness, tabloid television.
It had the confidence to ignore the news, ignore current affairs if they were boring.
Nationwide made this country, Britain, an entity.
The first BBC programme I ever worked on that printed its own notepaper.
Damn sight more than skateboarding ducks, you know.
Nationwide ran for 14 years, from September 1969 to August 1983. In all, 3,131 editions of Tea Time Current Affairs. At its peak in the mid-70s, over 12 million people tuned in every evening for a unique mix of hard news stories,
sentences totaling 4,000 years to 35 IRA men and women,
investigative consumer journalism,
The Knockout will be on BBC One at
a regional roundup.
tonight if you want to watch it. I'm sure many of you do. Let me now very quickly go over to Bristol if I can. And Brian Roberts, I gather you have some news for us.
Yes, and some good news just
A
in
nationwide speciality, the light-hearted item.
Throw your mind back to the merry month of July and ask yourselves how on earth these young maidens could have been responsible for a serious attempt to deal with the problem affecting half the men and women in Britain.
Welcome to the BBC embroidery workout interlude. Just thread your needle and here we go. It's aerobics for the fingers. Ready, ladies? Go for the burn, bend those knuckles, and down, and up, and down, and up, and down.
Here we are, as you may have recognized, at the gates of Pinewood Studios.
No, Eamon, love.
Inside the
Eamon, it's the Lime Grove story, love. This is... Can someone tell him he's outside the wrong sign?
And most of the people have gone home. But some are
Bernard, get down there and tell him.
inside with black
Will somebody
and
tell him?
shiny limousines.
Maureen,
waiting to
get me
bring
some
home the
tea,
stars
would
of
you?
the day.
This
We're
is no
waiting for one particular car.
Eamon! He can't hear me, can he?
This corridor is in the...
That's right, you're in the right building now, Eamon. Lime Grove Studios, yes.
Now, when was the idea
Now come
born?
forward into the light, Eamon.
Perhaps the answer lies
Find your
in
light, love.
variety.
Oh,
Perhaps
this
you've
is
just
hopeless.
seen it in the news.
Mention the programmes,
No,
love,
we
that's it.
didn't interrupt
Tonight
it.
came from
But
here,
it's
Muffin the
serious
Mule,
this evening.
Panorama, News Night.
famous
It's the
group
big
was
documentary,
invited
Eamon,
to
your
a
big
very private
moment.
celebration.
Ludovic Kennedy's going to present it. Sell
So are
Ludo,
we.
he's a big... Oh, the
Lime
door's
Grove
closed. No, it's open.
Studios.
Away you go,
This
Eamon.
is your knife.
Eamon,
I mean,
love.
wife. No,
Where's he gone?
Can we go back to the shiny black limousines? I like that bit the best.